Welcome all space people and buckle up for a ride through the galaxy. We're going to be exploring through the deepest and weirdest ends of the universe. Prepare to be abducted by a top 10 list of the most cosmically captivating extraterrestrial epics ever filmed.
Hey, come on! Good luck, buddy.
This is a list so out of this world, it'll make Roswell look like a Tuesday night barbecue. Number 10, The Day the Earth Stood Still, 2008.
I am out of control!
We start the list off with a gem from the Keanu Reeves collection. This movie landed on our laps in the weird year of 2008. Klaatu, played by a stoic Keanu Reeves, descends from the heavens in a dazzling sphere, declaring Earth on probation. Humanity's on thin ice, and Klaatu's here to assess our worthiness. The film doesn't shy away from exploring our flaws.
Let me out! Let me out! Open the door!
From environmental destruction to war and violence. But it also showcases our beauty, our resilience, and our capacity for love and compassion. Jennifer Connelly shines as Helen Benson, a scientist thrust into the heart of the crisis. Her journey alongside Klaatu is filled with intellectual curiosity and emotional depth. They explore the world, witness both the light and dark of humanity, and forge a connection that transcends language and species. We see the world through Klaatu's eyes, gaining a fresh perspective on our own behavior and the impact we have on the planet. Visually, the film is breathtaking. From the shimmering sphere's arrival to the awe-inspiring landscapes, it paints a picture of a vast universe that leaves you feeling both humbled and empowered. The score by composer Michael Kamen is equally impressive, adding a layer of emotional depth to every scene. It isn't a perfect film. Some scenes are a bit heavy-handed, and the ending might leave some viewers wanting more, but its strengths far outweigh its weaknesses. It's a film that stays with you long after the credits roll, prompting reflection, discussion, and maybe even a change in perspective. Number 9, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 1977. And now we have a classic, in a time before iPhones and TikToks. Back to 1977 when Steven Spielberg gave us a cinematic masterpiece that still makes aliens seem kinda adorable. It is a symphony of wonder. A story about humanity reaching out to the unknown, and maybe, just maybe, making a new friend from the cosmos, and that iconic spaceship that looks like it was built by a disco ball on acid. Then there's Richard Dreyfuss as Roy Neary, a man consumed by a mysterious signal from the stars. Dreyfuss gives a performance that's both hilarious and heartbreaking. Perfectly capturing the obsession and isolation that comes with encountering something you can't explain. The film isn't just about one man's obsession, though. It's about a global phenomenon, a collective fascination with the unknown. From the French scientists deciphering the alien message to the ordinary folks drawn to the mysterious lights, it leaves you with a sense of awe, a hopeful feeling that somewhere out there, someone else is looking back at us, humming the same tune, dreaming of the day we finally meet. Number 8, Predator, 1987. Welcome to the testosterone-fueled, action-packed masterpiece where Arnold Schwarzenegger throws shade and bullets with equal swagger, all while being hunted by a goddamn alien with heat vision and retractable blades. We got Dutch, Arnie obviously, and the rest of the team Dylan, Mac, and Blaine. But the real star of the show is the Predator itself. This invisible hunter stalks the team through the jungle, picking them off one by one with deadly efficiency. It's part ninja, part monster, and all badass. The special effects, even by today's standards, are phenomenal. From the opening chopper scene to the final showdown in the mud. And if you think the violence is excessive, well, have you seen Arnie's biceps? Dude could disarm a nuke with a flex. Predator isn't just mindless action, though. It's a surprisingly smart film about survival, trust, and the fragility of the human ego. These soldiers, used to being the top dogs, are suddenly outmatched and outgunned. They have to learn to work together, to face their fears, and to adapt to this unseen enemy. It's a testament to the human spirit, even if that spirit involves Dutch screaming, "Get to the chopper," while covered in mud and alien goo.
Get to the chopper!
Number 7, Alien, 1979. Come along as we venture into the claustrophobic terror of 1979's sci-fi masterpiece, Alien.
No, don't touch it! Don't touch it!
Forget your laser battles and spaceships shaped like pizzas. This film is pure primal fear trapped in a metal can hurtling through the vast emptiness of space. First things first, the setting. Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver, the queen of kicking alien ass, and her crew aboard the Nostromo are blue-collar workers, not glamorous space heroes. The ship feels lived in, greasy, and just real. This isn't a sterile utopia, it's a working-class vessel where danger lurks in every rusty corner. And then bam, facehugger face hugs, a biomechanical nightmare that's all teeth, claws, and enough acid to melt your subscription fees. The film isn't just about jump scares, though.
It's a commentary on corporate greed, isolation, and the fight for survival against an unstoppable force.
Number 6. The Thing, 1982. Get ready for a chilling trip to Antarctica, where paranoia runs colder than the wind and every snowflake hides a secret. We're talking about John Carpenter's 1982 masterpiece, The Thing, a gooey, shape-shifting sci-fi thriller that will make you question who you can trust, even if it's your own reflection. This alien ain't here to make friends. It's a slimy, multi-tentacled monster that can imitate anyone. Carpenter keeps the creature hidden for most of the film, letting the paranoia fester like frostbite. Every twitch, every whisper, every melting snowdrift becomes a potential horror show. But The Thing isn't just about cheap scares. It's a tense psychological thriller that delves into the depths of human suspicion and fear. Kurt Russell leads the cast as MacReady, a tough-as-nails helicopter pilot who becomes the reluctant leader in this frozen nightmare. Forget your CGI monsters. Carpenter goes old school with practical effects that are still gruesomely impressive today. The creature's transformations are like watching a Jackson Pollock painting come to life in the most horrifying way possible. You'll wince, you'll gag, you'll marvel at the sheer imagination on display. The Thing is a dark, disturbing film that lingers long after the credits roll. Number 5. War of the Worlds, 2005. Let's take a trip back to 2005 for Steven Spielberg's epic alien invasion flick, War of the Worlds. Sure, some folks might say it's all shaky cam and Tom Cruise screaming. But hear me out, this film is a modern sci-fi gem with way more going on than meets the eye. First off, the scale is insane. Spielberg throws everything at the screen. Towering tripods blasting cities to dust, and mass evacuations that feel ripped straight from a documentary about the apocalypse. He makes alien invasion feel real, visceral, and terrifyingly plausible. You'll be cowering behind your couch just like Tom Cruise's Ray. Dodging holographic traffic jams and praying you won't become alien-flavored kibble. Number 4. District 9, 2009. Let's blast off to Johannesburg, South Africa, not for safari sunsets, but for a gritty, thought-provoking sci-fi experience with more bite than a xenomorph. Forget your polished spaceships and laser battles. This film is a raw, handheld tour of humanity's darkest corners where aliens aren't the real monsters. We meet Wickus, a hapless office drone who stumbles into the alien refugee camp known as District 9. This ain't no Elysium utopia. It's a sprawling slum under government control, a festering wound on the city's underbelly. The film cleverly uses the alien metaphor to hold a mirror up to our own society, exposing deep-seated prejudices and questioning who the real others are.
Were consuming alien body parts. They believed that by doing so, they were ingesting their power.
The action sequences are brutal and visceral, highlighting the desperation and resourcefulness of the camp's inhabitants. Number 3. Independence Day, 1996.
Can there be a peace between us?
Let's crank up the air guitars and raise a plastic cup of blue alien goo. Sure, some folks might scoff at the outdated CGI, but hear me out. This film is pure summer blockbuster bliss. Giant spaceships blotting out the sun, cities crumbling like sandcastles. Independence Day doesn't skimp on the spectacle.
Watch the deck!
It's a sensory overload of action, special effects that might not win Oscars, but still impress with their grandiosity. But it's not just about blowing stuff up. It's a cheesy, over-the-top, unapologetically patriotic spectacle that reminds us that even when faced with seemingly insurmountable odds, we humans can come together and kick some serious extraterrestrial ass.
In the words of my generation, up yours!
Number 2. E.T., 1982. Grab your BMX bikes and phone home because today we're revisiting a childhood wonder, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. This film is a heart-melting journey of friendship, imagination, and believing in the extraordinary. Sure, E.T. might look like a wrinkly Yoda who got lost in a Reese's Pieces factory, but he's so much more than a special effect. He's a lonely soul yearning for home. And Spielberg expertly captures his vulnerability and childlike wonder through expressive movements and those big, luminous eyes. The bond he forms with Elliot and his siblings is the real magic of the film.
I think so, sweetheart. always want to come back.
A pure and innocent friendship that transcends language and circumstance. Pure cinematic gold.
Goodbye.
There's no goodbye.
Be good.
Yes.
Number 1. Men in Black, 1997. Get ready to flash your shades and grab your neuralizer.
Who are you? Really?
Really? I am just a figment of your imagination.
Because today we're blasting off to a world where aliens walk among us in trench coats and sunglasses. 1997's Men in Black. Forget your gritty sci-fi dramas. This film is a neon-soaked action comedy roller coaster that's as cool as Will Smith spitting rhymes on a Martian dance floor. Sure, the premise might be wacky agents in black keeping Earth safe from aliens disguised as humans, but that's precisely what makes Men in Black so much fun. It's a wild ride that throws everything at the screen. Intergalactic squabbles.
So hand over whatever galaxy you might be carrying and step away from your busted-ass vehicle and put your hands on your head.
Mind-bending alien tech, and enough pop culture references to fill an MIB warehouse. This film is practically overflowing with hilarious weirdness, but it's not just about the laughs. Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones have electric chemistry as Agent J and Agent K, the mismatched partners who bicker their way through intergalactic shenanigans, creating a dynamic duo that's both funny and surprisingly touching. Their buddy cop bromance is the heart of the film. It's a showcase of practical effects and early CGI that blends seamlessly with the film's wacky tone. Men in Black might not be highbrow sci-fi, but it's a damn good time. It's a film that celebrates the thrill of the unknown, the power of friendship, and the sheer joy of wearing a black suit and shades while saving the world from tentacled terrors. Well, there you have it. Which one caught your attention? If you don't say Men in Black, you should go get checked. Don't forget to like our video and also subscribe. We'll catch you on our next flight by Earth, or perhaps you can visit us on our planet.
I've been waiting for this my whole life.